I mentioned in the video I filmed just a few minutes ago that this setup is very precarious, so we will be hoping for the best. I'm gonna not knock anything over, and if I do, I will say some curse words, but they will not be on camera, so no need to cover your ears. I'll edit them out for you. I got you, boo, but yeah, I'm feeling rage about it, so can't tell. Uh, let's just see how I can get through this without knocking anything down. Anyway, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melanie Tona. I make stories. Wow, I do make stories, but that's not what I'm trying to say. Ooh, the caffeine's hitting me. I make videos about stories of all different kinds, in all different forms, and what I can learn from them, and I wanted to talk to you today about my tentative TBR. This is actually the least tentative TBR I've had in a while because I love spooky Halloween time, and I wanted to actually plan out what I'd be reading. I did this last year. It mostly worked out, and I'm happy to do it again because yeah, because I want the vibes to be on point. I want to embrace my favorite holiday season, and that would be Halloween, if you didn't catch that. And so end of September into October, I've planned these books that I'm going to read after I finish book 8 in the Wheel of Time series, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to see what I can get out of it, and I mean, it can't really be Halloween without some spooky stories, and these are the spooky stories that I will be reading. Not all of them are spooky, but they have the vibes that I'm looking for. And I just want to talk about what those are going to be, make a quick video, let you guys in on what I'm reading and whatnot. So yeah, I'm like a huge mood reader, so it's like always going to change, but these I think are going to work with the mood. And it will be nice to read something that's not the Wheel of Time, to be honest. I need a break sometimes, even though I'm enjoying it, so here we go. If you know me, you probably won't be surprised that I'm reading 2 different Agatha Christie books this upcoming month. First I'll be reading The Man in the Brown Suit, gifted to me by my lovely sister for my birthday last month. She's so nice, and I'm excited to read it. Ooh, I'm gonna smell it. Oh, yeah, okay. And then later, after between a few other books, I'll be reading The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. Yeah, I read that right? Yeah. It's a Hercule Poirot mystery. I will never be able to say that man's name perfectly, but The Man in the Brown Suit is not a Poirot mystery, so I'm interested to add that to the list. I love Agatha Christie. I don't know about it, man. This is a hot take, I'm not really attached to the character of Sherlock Holmes. I appreciate him for who he is. I actually think portrayals of him have been excellent and have helped me appreciate him, but the ones I've read, I've struggled through of Sherlock Holmes, and I need to give them another shot. But I think Agatha Christie, she's the queen of mystery, you know. But I also think Hercule Poirot, goodness gracious, that name is a challenge to say. I feel like I speak eloquently and then I try to say that name and I'm like, nope, sorry buddy. I think as far as detectives go, he's got to be one of my favorites because he's soft and nice old man with cool mustaches who isn't just there to solve the mystery and look cool. Like, there's no amount of sociopath in him, I don't think. I think he actually cares about people, and so his interactions with the characters are better for me personally. And at the same time, like, the mysteries are so smart, so well written. But it's like, yeah, cozy mystery vibes. That's all I want, you know? I don't need it to be super dark or whatever. So that's where I'm at with those. I'm excited to read them, and I'll let you guys know maybe what I think. I don't know. I will always be reading Agatha Christie, so I don't need to make a video for every book, but yeah. For the first week of October, my friend Morgan and I are going to be buddy reading What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. Excited to read her book, and honestly, like, do you need to know anything else about this book other than that? Spooky vibes, right? I've heard things about it. I'm just excited to read it. It was a good buy because I'm excited to add it to my collection, and I'm excited to read this with a friend because we wanted to do that for a while, and what better time of the year to buddy read with a buddy than spooky friendship times. especially since we live far away from each other. But I am really excited to read this one with her and to talk about it. It's not super big, and it has sort of, as far as I understand, spooky castle vibes. It's a reimagining of Poe's The Fall of the House of Usher. So honestly don't remember if I read that one in school or anything. I don't really care. It just sounds kind of fun and spooky and like a little disturbing, fun and spooky vibes. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to see how I feel about it. I think I always like a haunted place. That's like a classic, you know. Yeah, and I'll let you guys know what I think. I will be making a video about this one. Maybe with Morgan, we'll see. Anyway, but thank you, friend, for supporting my videos and for reading books with me, because it's always fun. Speaking of my friend, she read this. This is A Pupil's History of the Vampire Uprising by Raymond A. Villarreal. I think. I tried to look up a pronunciation. I could not find one, so correct me if I'm wrong, please. But yeah, he wrote a book, man, about basically a what is it called? A panoramic story. Documenting basically a plague of vampires happening across, you know, the world. And I love stuff like this. I've always loved, for whatever reason, zombie stories and maybe it's the epidemic vibes, which I really, you know, I think I'm done with now, as far as personal experience goes. But the vampire stuff, it's gonna be fun. Also, look at this. Look how cool that is. Anyway, I'm super excited to read it. She said it was fun, and I just want a fun vampire read. So we've got the cozy mystery, we've got the haunted place, just chilling vibes, and then we've got vampires, like a spooky being, which is what I'm going for. So I'm just excited about it. I like stuff like this. It makes me want to read World War Z because that one sounds super interesting, and I like that movie even though it's obviously like it's different than the book. But yeah, I'm excited to see how I like it. I will let you guys know as spooky month progresses. Okay, can we talk about how good this edition looks? It's a Terry Pratchett book, Mort. So Terry Pratchett, I haven't actually read anything of his. I know Neil Gaiman's taken a lot of inspiration and teachings from Terry Pratchett. This is my first Terry Pratchett book that I will be reading, and I've heard good things about the British humor, about the world. It's very satirical, and every quote I read from Discworld, from this overall series, has been insightful and funny, and I think it's kind of the perfect closing to my reading of Spooky Month. And I mean, it's Mort. It's, first of all, his name's Mort, and he's working with death, and Mort means death, right? Anyway, so I'm a scholar, but I think it's just fun. I'm already excited. I already know I'm gonna laugh. I already know I'm gonna be entertained. And from what I've understood, there's no necessary reading order for Discworld, so I just chose one that I was interested in, that I thought would fit the vibes. And for my first one, I'm excited. I've heard good things about this one. And again, this edition, I couldn't help myself. I just give me any spending money, and the pretty books come shipped right to my door. It's dangerous, but it's simple because I don't need a fancy special edition one. There's not many that I would really want, but this one's like, I feel comfortable actually reading it as long as I'm careful, and I'm not like mad at the concept of like stretching the spinal, like making it a little worn. It fits the vibe. It's not this like intense leather bound copy of something that I like could ruin. So I'm excited to read this one. Given that I'm a busy person with a lot of ambitious goals, I will not be reading anything else for end of September into October. That's about, I think, how much I can get through with my life schedule, but I'm really excited. If I have time, I may end up reading Coraline again, or The Graveyard Book, or both, because those two books, both of them, are some of my favorites ever, and they are always good ones to return to. I think when I have kids and they're a little older, just old enough not to be too spooked by Coraline, I'd love to read that one to them this time of year, because it's a wonderful story. It means a lot to me, and Yeah, so if you're wondering about recommendations, I will always recommend those two books, The Graveyard Book and Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I'm just excited for Halloween and everything that comes with it. I will also be watching some spooky or quirky themed shows and movies that I feel fit the vibes, of course. I got a lot of Tim Burton classics, but I will also be watching Over the Garden Wall, and maybe I should make a video about that because why not, you know? If you are interested in any of these books, if you've read any of these books, please let me know. I will be letting you know what I think of them throughout the upcoming months. And yeah, I wish you a happy spooky month. And let me know what you're reading this time of year or what you're watching because I'm super interested in all these things. Nothing too scary for me, but also I still like to hear about it. So just let me know your thoughts. I appreciate any comments and I appreciate you guys' support and watching to the end of this video if you have made it so far. And I hope you have a great day and are enjoying this time of the year. And if you aren't, read a good book. I think that sometimes helps. Helps me at least pretend things are okay, right? And if not, it's spooky enough that you feel like, well, at least I'm not, you know, possessed or haunted or a vampire. Even though, honestly, being a bit, no. I like food too much. Yeah. A werewolf, though. You can eat food, right? But is that just raw meat? I don't know. I should do my research. Anyway, comment down below what spooky being you would like to be, because I'm curious. And I wish you luck in all your endeavors. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.